Hello everybody, in this video we'll talk about who is affected by the public charge rule that was recently announced by the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service. And I've done previous videos about general summary of the rule, and we also did a live YouTube video talking about the announcement. But I'm going to do a series of videos breaking down the different categories. And in this one, people are asking me who qualifies and who is affected. But before that, if you're here for the first time, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel, click that bell to be notified. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok as well. And we do videos to educate you guys, and we truly want to spread the knowledge of immigration for your benefit. And so, who is affected by this public charge rule? So, the people who are affected by the public charge rule are the following. First of all, people who are applying for adjustment of status in the United States. So whether you're applying for adjustment of status based on marriage, or if you're filing for a green card for your parents, or anything like that, those people are going to be affected primarily. Number two, people who are applying for a green card at a U.S. embassy abroad are also going to be affected by this rule, because consular officers are going to be now requiring them to see some of these financial benefits, some of these financial documents, to make sure that people are actually qualified and they didn't do any violations. The third class of people are non-immigrants applying for change of status in the U.S. Again, they're less affected by this rule, but they also will be required to show that they have not taken any public benefits. And the final class of people are people who are actually coming to the United States at a port of entry with immigrant visas or non-immigrant visas, and some CBP officers may be questioning them and may be trying to determine if they are subject to the public charge rule or likely to become a public charge as well. So who is most likely to be affected by this rule? Most likely, I feel that people that are going through the adjustment of status, applying for spouses, parents, brothers and sisters. Those are the people most likely to be affected by this. Family reunification is going to be severely impacted, and there's no clear statistics how many, what is the number of people that are going to be affected by this, but these are thousands and thousands of people that are going through these applications every single day. The other class of people are non-immigrants who are going through a change of status in the U.S. Again, they're going to be less affected. They're still going to be affected because they're going to be questioned whether they've used any of these benefits. People who are here non-immigrants, like students or tourists, they already have to prove that they have enough sufficient funds to be able to get those visas on the first place. So we don't see them to be a major part of this legislation to be affected. Unlike the people who are applying for green cards based on family reunification, that are really, really going to be severely affected. The final class of people who are going to be affected are green card holders who are absent from the U.S. for more than 6 months and that now trying to come back. They may be questioned by CBP whether they are likely to become public charge since they don't have a job and they're coming back to reestablish their residences in the U.S. They also could be affected by this rule. Who is not going to be affected by this rule? So we have a lot of people going through the asylum process. They're not going to be affected. People who are going through the U visa process, certain refugees, and other classes of Americans are not affected by this rule. They're specifically protected in the legislation. But again, majority of applicants who are applying for green cards based on family unification are going to be affected, and we don't know the severity of this until a few months, maybe even a year into the process. We'll actually see how bad it is for those people. Also, people that are applying to renew their green cards and they're in the U.S., they're not subject to the rule as well. So all in all, just wanted to kind of give an answer to some of the questions people wanted to know who is subject to the rule. Specifically, this video addresses those classes of people, and hopefully this information was beneficial. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Share this with somebody who may benefit, and we'll see you in our next video.